In March 2024, a quiet Mississippi community became the focus of intense public attention. At the center was 15-year-old Carly Gregg, appearing in court for a case that raised many questions. Officials said it involved a deeply troubling situation inside her own home, and one that forever changed the lives of those closest to her. Today, we look at how this unusual story unfolded.
The jury find the defendant, Carly Madison Gregg, guilty of first-degree murder as charged in the indictment.
Carly Gregg appeared in a Mississippi courtroom in March 2024 facing multiple charges, including murder and attempted murder. The 15-year-old had fatally shot her mother, 40-year-old schoolteacher Ashley Smiley, at their home. Carly had reportedly been using marijuana, and her friends began to grow concerned. One of them confided in her mother about Carly's behavior. Ashley, being a teacher herself, was furious when she found out. Upon returning home, she immediately went to Carly's room to search for drugs. While Ashley was searching, a security camera in the living room captured the unimaginable. After shooting her mother, Carly texted a friend, asking them to come over and see what she had done. Her plan was to eliminate both her parents. She used her mother's phone to impersonate her and texted her 39-year-old stepfather, Heath Smiley, asking him to come home. As Mr. Heath stepped through the door, Carly opened fire. In a desperate struggle, he managed to wrestle the gun away from her and called 911, realizing just how serious the situation had become. Carly and her friend fled the scene. A few minutes later, officers arrived and found a shaken and injured Heath. EMTs treated him for his gunshot wound before transporting him to the hospital. Carly was arrested a few hours later.
Alright, sweetie, look. Let me see him step out real quick for me. Alright. Hey, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna move over around to the front of you, okay? I'm gonna move the handcuffs around to the front of you. Okay. Alright. Alright, so what we're gonna do here is we're gonna swab your hands, okay?
Yeah.
Trial prosecutors revealed what led to the crime.
And gentlemen, you'll hear then that Carly Gregg rides in the car home with her mother from school to their house. When they get inside the house, it's only their two dogs, Ashley Smiley and Carly Gregg. Ashley then goes into Carly's room. Ashley finds 4 boxes that contain vape pens. Almost immediately, upon Carly coming inside the house, she walks straight to her parents' bedroom. That she goes straight to her mom's side of the bed and removes a .357 Magnum from under the mattress. She peeks her head around the kitchen to make sure that her mom hasn't come out of her bedroom. We believe the evidence will then show that she walked with that .357 Magnum behind her back, walked in to her own bedroom, and then fired 3 shots into her mother, killing her.
Defense attorneys chose another angle. They claimed that Carly was also a victim.
I believe the evidence will show that there were 3 victims on March 19th. Ashley Smiley, Heath Smiley, and Carly Gregg. That they were all 3 victims.
They told the court that Gregg suffered from mental health issues and didn't know what she was doing.
Carly had been suffering from a mental illness. That Carly was not aware on March 19th that she had a mental illness. That Carly's parents, who lived with her, were not aware that Carly was suffering from a mental illness. That Carly's close friends, who saw her at school every day, were not aware that Carly was suffering from a mental illness. Because it's hard to look at a person and understand that they have a mental illness. It's hard to look at a person and know that they have a mental illness. While the events on March 19th were tragic, the events on March 19th were not intentional.
Now time for the witnesses to take the stand. The first witness was the 911 operator who answered Mr. Heath's call.
At first he said he had grazed the neck once during the middle of the call, he then stated that his wife was also shot dead on the floor, and I continued to talk to him until deputies arrived on scene.
On scene during the testimony, Greg became emotional, her voice trembling and tears welling up in her eyes as she recounted the traumatic events of that fateful night.
What's your name? Okay, calm down for me. Give me your name again. Heath Smiley. Heath Smiley? Yes, sir. Okay, just calm down for me. We got everybody headed. What? She killed her mom! She killed her mom? Yeah, that's what I'm screaming about! Where's the mom? When I do this, she got to kill me! Where's the mom?
After he testified, the first responding officer also took the stand, and his body cam footage was shown in court.
Hey, come on, stop for me. Hey, come on. Hey, where's your wife at, buddy? Where's your wife at? She's on the floor in that room. She's where? Sheriff's office. I need medical here. She ran into the backyard. I tried to follow her. She tried to shoot me. She shot me in the neck. I went in the back door. She tried to shoot me. What's her name, bud? Carly Gregg. Carly Gregg? How old is she? 14. She's been 15 next.
However, the prosecution maintained that her actions were not that of a mentally ill person.
I put 3 in my mom, and I got 3 more waiting for my stepdad. You think that sounds like an insane person?
But it took the jury a few hours of intense deliberation and review of the extensive evidence before they were able to reach a unanimous verdict.
We, the jury, find the defendant, Carly Madison Gregg, guilty of first-degree murder as charged in the indictment.
Gary's conviction resulted in a life sentence without parole, a stark consequence for his heinous and unforgivable crime. If you found this breakdown of Gary's trial and sentencing helpful, be sure to give this video a thumbs up. And let us know in the comments what you think about the verdict and the topic of life imprisonment without parole. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and ring the bell so you don't miss our next video. See you next time.